Hello, my name is Prime, and welcome to a very special episode of ATS Showcases and ETS2 Showcases, as this episode marks the annual event, which I like to call the Holiday Special. So first of all, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, and a Happy New Year to everyone watching this video. 2024 has been an amazing year, and hopefully everyone is enjoying this holiday season and logging some valuable miles and kilometers in ATS and ETS2 respectively. So this episode is going to be special. Down along the timeline of this video, you will see the chapters for this video as per usual. However, the first part is going to be here in American Truck Simulator, and the second part will be a delivery in ETS2. So for the ATS side of this video, we are down here in Barstow, California, and we're going to head through Barstow itself, down along the highway, which is Highway 40, and we're going to go down to this portal here as we are going to Town Square, or the Christmas market in Town Square of Winterland. The special Winterland event is on for ATS and ETS2, a wonderful holiday event that I know many of you have already been delivering in, and now it's my turn to do the same. So without further ado, let's get this Gen 5 Freightliner Cascadia in this brilliant red started up and get on the road. All right, let's get rolling out at Barstow here. Hopefully everyone is doing well. I certainly am. It is wonderful to be back here in American Truck Simulator, and better yet, it is wonderful to be doing another holiday special here on the channel. 2024 has been a fantastic year, and as we kind of look a little bit more reflectively today at 2024, I must say a huge thank you to everyone who has been a part of the journey so far here in 2024. Whether you're brand new or you've stuck it out through the past few years of the channel's existence, first of all, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, Happy New Year. Second of all, thank you very much for the continued support. It has been incredible, as I've mentioned already. 2024 has brought in so many brand new opportunities, so much expansion across the channel, so much development myself as well, which is honestly a big portion of the whole deal. It has been incredible, and from the bottom of my heart, thank you very much for everything, for everyone. Just watching the videos, doing a simple like or comment means the world. You have no idea how much of an impact, even as a simple viewer, that you may not comment all the time, you may not even like the videos all the time, which is perfectly fine, but just watching the videos means the world to me. I'm happy that I can share what I enjoy to do, or what I enjoy doing, with people who enjoy very similar things. So that is a huge thank you for me for 2024. It has been, once again, an incredible year, and I'm so excited for 2025 to come. Well, it's now, as of recording this video, just around the corner, a few days out, and I have enjoyed some time with family and friends over the Christmas season here, and as we look forward to New Year's into 2025, there's a lot of things lined up for here on the channel. I've got a number of things planned, and I say this frequently, but it is true. There's a number of things coming, and there's a number of things that I will not be able to say I have any clue of what's coming up. I'm sure there's going to be plenty of things that just come out of nowhere, brand new experiences, brand new opportunities that, well, it's thanks to you that those opportunities come. And as the channel grows and ultimately doubles, or actually over that for the sake of 2024, if my math is correct, it has been incredible to see. And by the end of 2025, who knows where the Prime Simulation channel and brand will be, but I have a feeling it's going to be in a fantastic place, no matter what. So Barstow, California here, on just a side note, it's nice to be over here actually in the rework section of Barstow, because, well, we haven't been over here yet. And oh, by the way, this is the Winterland trailers. For those who may not happen to know, there's a couple different variants that you can pick up as part of the external contracts if you happen to have your account connected to World of Trucks. And so, as I said, we're hauling some holiday nuts, or Christmas nuts, roasted nuts, to Winterland itself. Barstow, California is looking really nice, and it is kind of weird that we're starting off in California and there's no snow. I get that, but in a few moments' time, when we go through the magical Winterland portal, we'll be able to experience some wonderful snow in Winterland. And something that I actually do not know is Winterland different this year than last year? Or is it a very similar map, or for that matter, the same map as last year? I'm actually going to be very intrigued by that, and I guess we'll figure that one out, because for those who remember, Winterland was a new basically spin on the Christmas community event, and it actually brings in, well, as you'll see, and I don't want to spoil anything too much, but it does bring in a kind of a separate section of the map that is a very specialty thing, hence why there's these magical portals that are around the American Truck Simulator map in general. And yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see what Winterland is like. And as we're going down to the heart of Winterland, down in Town Square, we should be able to see what it's kind of like overall. And I see if my memory can remember. Well, I guess that's what my memory would be for, but let's see if I can actually remember what Winterland looked like. And I should recognize it. If it is the same and if it's different, I'll appreciate it greatly. Man, long light here as we get ready to go onto the I-40. Or I guess it is I-40 actually. I got that right. Interstate 40. We're heading, well, technically not west. I guess we're technically going east. That would make sense, actually, because I chose the portal that is east, not west. So let's go ahead and go this way. Loop around. I should have looked a little bit more, but I didn't look at the yield sign. I apologize. Don't roast me in the comments. I've got a bunch of roasted nuts behind me. I don't need a bunch of roasted comments as well. We'll just leave that at that. All right, as we spin around the highway here, it is wonderful, as I said, to be back down here in California once again and doing more here in American Truck Simulator and around the channel a bit more as well. It got a little bit thin, shall I say, on the content. Did my first Prime News in a long time a little bit ago as well, which is absolutely fantastic. Kind of getting back in the swing of things, shall I say. It's been, as I said, a little thin here on the channel, but 2025, that is looking like it's going to be kind of rectifying itself a little bit. Gonna get back to a little bit more of the more frequent, infrequent videos, if that makes any sense, which is going to be very exciting. But that leads to the question, what is actually coming up for 2025 for American Truck Simulator? Well, that is a fantastic question if you are asking it or thinking it, and I wish I could give you an answer other than some of the things that we know already, which are the different maps DLCs, which is Missouri, we have Iowa confirmed, and we also have Louisiana confirmed as well. And are all three of those DLCs going to come in 2025? I would absolutely love them to. They are smaller states, so in technicality, I feel like it's doable. Given the kind of the release schedule of SES software, probably sometime early 2025, I would put some money on for Missouri if I was a betting person. Kind of summer-ish, mid-summer or so, late summer for Iowa, and then I would go into kind of late fall, early winter for Louisiana. That is all just dependent on SES software and, of course, their release schedule. Maybe we'll get even more. Who knows? But that's on the map front. That's what we know so far, and I would love to see more states kind of come in bundles. Think of it, for those who happen to know the ETS2 landscape of things quite well, there's normally a lot of DLCs. Well, at least some of the more recent ones have been more bundle-like, multiple countries in a row. That would be fantastic. Will that happen here in ATS? I don't know. Are they just going to go state by state? I sure hope not, as we continue to move east. This coming from a person that is looking at it at a logistics sake. I'd rather have a bundle of a couple smaller states than have a dedicated, say, New York, New Hampshire, all those kind of other ones kind of just all bundled together. I feel like it would just get a little bit tedious. So as we kind of pull into the sparkle here, we should get a little message, or I guess I'll have to stop somewhere here actually. Shut off the truck, and I should be able to hit enter, and we will go through the magical portal to Winterland. And welcome to Winterland, everyone. And Fun fact, it seems like the map itself is the same as last year because I have a bunch of roads discovered here, which is interesting. But we're actually starting at a portal that I haven't come into before, and we're going to take a road over and down into Town Square. So I think it's going to be really neat. There may actually be a couple extra roads or so hidden in here as well, but it seems like Winterland overall is, well, pretty much the same. So let's go ahead and get rolling here down this wonderful snowy road. And for those who haven't seen it before, welcome to Winterland, a beautiful, beautiful map itself. And if I remember correctly from last year, it was absolutely stunning then, and I'm sure it's still stunning now, regardless if something has been updated or not. And snow physics are a thing. It is a little bit slippery, that is for sure. You're not going to get the same turning traction, because if I try turn quick, it doesn't really like it, and it's kind of hard, I guess, to see it on here, but things do slide, and sometimes you can get tires spinning, or at least a little bit of traction control wanting to take place. So we're gonna have to be careful around, because I'm gonna hit the snowbank if I don't do some good old Canadian winter driving techniques, which that was actually a very close one. As a Canadian, I feel like I'm pretty decent at keeping control in slick weather, because that is something that just happens pretty frequently around here. Albeit I don't drive trucks, but, oh yeah, under braking, it's not liking it. Sliding quite a bit. So let's keep a little bit of momentum though, because it's a little bit quiet out here in Winterland, which is good. Nice during the day as well, so you can see the wonderful tree, snowy scenery that is around here, the snow markers along the side of the road with the snowbanks. But yeah, there's definitely a little bit of a technique, and the last thing you want to do, as a hint for those who don't normally drive in kind of more cold conditions where ice and snow can form, the last thing you want to do if you're sliding is to lay on your brakes. That just locks them up, and then you have absolutely no traction, regardless if you have snow tires or not. So you keep rolling a little bit. You try and not lock up your brakes, let off. You have more traction and turning ability if your tires are turning. That's your Prime Simulation 2 cents tip of winter driving for you. If there's anything I can maybe do half decent is winter driving. If there's one bit of American Truck Simulator driving I can do and take it easy, it's when there's bad conditions. That's my forte as a Canadian. But as we head into Town Square here, it is lovely to see the beautiful, beautiful area here. And the day and the light cycles are different here in Winterland. It gets dark a lot more time or it's darker a lot more of the time throughout the day than it is bright, which is highly realistic for winter areas, snowy areas, that is. So I'm very fortunate that we're actually here during the middle of the day, so then we get to actually see some stuff. Because the first time I came here in Winterland, I guess it was last year, it was mighty dark. Could barely see anything. There's some beautiful lights that the town did light up with, but it was also highly dark as well. There's a wonderful Christmas tree that is in the middle of Town Square itself. As we turn around here, we have to go deliver into this little area down here in the market itself. So we have to go around, and I think it's just a straight drive-in, if I remember correctly. So let's just turn here. We do slides. We got to keep things rolling. Yeah, it's just a nice straight pull in here. So it should be quite easy, which is absolutely fantastic. What a great way to end off this ATS side of the delivery here. Nice sunny time here, and we're going to actually back up a little bit, so we're happy in the green. I missed you, Winterland. It is so great, but I'll be back quite soon in ETS 2. And with that, welcome to ETS 2, and more specifically, welcome to the Greece DLC, everyone. And we are down here on one of the islands, actually, of Greece, down here in Chania, and we're going to head across, basically halfway across the island on the 90, and we're going to head down to our portal here today. We're going to be heading to the mountain resort once we get to Winterland, and we're hauling some holiday sweaters and jackets and so on. And to complete the ETS 2 side of this video, we're going to be driving the brand new Volvo FH6 series truck, to which I've put got a metallic-y frost, I guess you could call it, paint job on it. A little bit of greens and blues in there with the silvers, which I think looks really good. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get this FH6 started up and get on the road. All right, let's get on the road here in ETS2. For those who happen to skip ahead here to the ETS2 side of this delivery, first of all, thank you so much for a wonderful, wonderful 2024. It has been crazy. It's been a lot of great new things happen, and it has been a whirlwind, and I can't wait for 2025 to come, as I have a bunch of things planned, and I'm sure there's a number of things that will happen that will be a wonderful surprise. And there's a lot of things planned here for ETS2 as well. But for those who happen to skip over the ATS side, that's what I talked about in a little bit on the American Truck Simulator side of things. What could be potentially coming in 2025, and well, some of the exciting things that are coming up, and a bit of a thank you. But here on ETS2, there's a lot going on here as we head to Winterland. And is this guy, the Mini's going? Okay, and we're going to go out in front of the MAN truck. He's going to have to stop because I want to keep things rolling. And obviously we're hauling the specialty trailer today that all lights up. And this brand new Volvo is one of a couple brand new vehicles here in ETS2, or trucks more specifically. It is absolutely fantastic to see the wonderful growth of ETS2, and better yet, a wonderful new area here in Greece. And I know a lot of you have been enjoying the Greece DLC that has been out for a little bit now, and I certainly have been in the gameplay videos I've been doing. The detail is absolutely insane, as I nearly clobbered that car going around the corner. The detail of these areas are just beautiful. Obviously, the vegetation, the town scenery itself, incredible overall. And just I mean, look at those mountains up here. The big old hills, I guess more hills than mountains, I guess. I don't know. It's mountainous enough for this being an island as well. Absolutely fantastic to be back here in Greece and ETS2 overall. So as we head into, well, we're going to head over basically halfway across the island. Here is where the one and only winter portal here on this island is, which is going to be very interesting indeed. And head over to Winterland, which is something that we kind of know and love, and it's going to be really, really neat overall. And overall, with this holiday special, I call it, it's just a nice way basically to nearly wrap up the year. Obviously, there'll probably be some extra content moving into kind of the transition from 2024 into 2025, but it's a kind of nice time. Well, it is a nice time. It's not just kind of a nice time. It is a nice time to reflect a little bit on 24, which I've talked about a bit in the first half of this video for those watching through, and just mainly talk about what's coming ahead. Always look forward, right? Of course, we want to reflect a little bit on what's happened, so learn and move forward, which is the ultimate goal. So 2025, what is coming for ETS2? A lot of great things, I have a feeling. I just have that itching feeling that, you know, partway through 2024, ETS2 definitely got put on the back burner, and I think I can safely say that a lot of attention got put to American Truck Simulator with a number of map releases and extra content coming in. ETS2 definitely had some quieter periods to it, but I think 2025 is looking really, really good for ETS2. I do believe I heard some rumors of some new trucks, of course, some electric, some not, that are in the works for ETS2. I know there's some on the American Truck Simulator side as well, but still, there's a number of great things coming. I have a feeling, you know, Nordic Horizons, what's coming next after that. There's a number of great things for ETS2 that is simply just around the corner. 2025, I feel like it's going to unlock a lot more and add to this legendary game that it is already. ETS2 has been around for quite some time, and well, look at it now. If you told me back in 2012, or 2012, man alive, what kind of year would that be? If you look back at this, you know, 2012, when this game was in earlier stages of its life, or just coming in, would you have told me that it would have looked like this? The beautiful skyboxes, the wonderful engine that has been continually updated, the detail of this beautiful Volvo, the scenery, you name it. Could you have told me it would look like that? I would say probably no, and I would have said the same thing to you. But it's incredible to see how far the game has come in 2025. Another exciting new year. Is this going to be the year that we get the brand new or overhauled SCS software engine that can then elevate both ATS and ETS2 to a brand new level? I sure hope so. Will it happen though? I have no clue. And that's going to be exciting to see. Will it come? Will it not? Will it be in more of a phased approach? We do not know. But there's going to be a lot of great things for ETS2. I just have that itching feeling. Let alone the other things here on the channel and being able to get back into some more proper gameplay stuff with both games respectively. Especially here on ETS2. I will admit that it has definitely, in certain times of having to put a priority on things, ETS2 is generally kind of drawn the short end of the stick. It's just been the one that I generally have to put aside, and I hate doing that. I genuinely do. But there were certain situations that, especially with some of the content coming in with ATS, that had to be the priority in ETS2 gameplay, given the time and availability I had to go on the side. I am going to do my very best to make that change for 2025 and try and get some different stuff and other games as well balanced across the channel a lot better. That's my ultimate goal. Prime simulation for a reason, not just prime trucking or whatever you want to call it. Do a bunch of games, but obviously ETS2 and ATS are my bread and butter. Those are the games that kind of were some of my earlier simulation games. Well, ATS definitely, well, I guess if you want to go way back, it was Farming Simulator, but still, in terms of content and what's big, ATS and ETS2 is my bread and butter. And there's a reason for it. I truly enjoy the games. It's just simple as that. So those will definitely still take priority on everything. But I want to get some other games in the fold as well. Let alone just other opportunities, as I mentioned, that, well, are just around the corner. There's so many great things in 2025 that I have lined up, and I just can't wait to finally... Where do I actually have to go in there? Oh, up here. There's the little extra road. I just cannot wait for it to finally come. I was a little confused there how to actually get into the service station, because that's where our portal is. Make our turn around here. It's a decent amount of clothing. Got like winter jackets and sweaters and so on in our delivery today. And we gotta pull up and around and into the magical snowflake. Or snowflakes. There's multiple of them, I guess. Good brakes in this Volvo. It is a brand new truck. Air brakes are still mighty fine. So let's go ahead and pull into the parking spot here, as it gives me a little bit of warning because I forgot to disable the road visor in ETS2. But with that, let's head to Winterland. And welcome to Winterland, my friends, here in ETS2. And I just realized something. We have not actually done a Winterland delivery ever here in ETS2 until today, so this is going to be a first. However, as far as I know, the maps are the same to the American Truck Simulator side, but we're going to head all the way across to the mountain resort today, which is going to be absolutely fantastic. So let's go ahead and get back in this Volvo FH, get it started up. Well, I guess the Series 6, that is. And let's get rolling. Here in ETS2, we'll see if it can stay sunny all the way through here. So in a bit of a contrast to the American Truck Simulator side of this video today, we are doing a shorter version in ETS2 in the main map, longer section here in the Winterland for ETS2, and obviously for those who have been watching through, the ATS side was slightly longer in ATS itself, slightly less in Winterland. So kind of worked out, balanced our way out a little bit on easier way here. And we're going to get to kind of relive, for those who happen to know Winterland well, or just experience for that matter, here in ETS2, kind of the more northern section, I'll call it, of Winterland itself. Oh, we got to slow down. It's working hard to stop. Was only doing like 50 kilometers an hour, but it was still not happy. which makes a lot of sense. That is typical. And my tires are spinning. At least it was on the corner. Traction control and ABS braking or all that kind of stuff is going to be working hard in this Volvo. As we go up the hill here, hopefully we have decent traction. Doesn't look like they have a bunch of sand down. So I'm surprised the truck's actually able to do this. Must have really good winter tires on the... Well, the trucks don't really have dedicated winter tires, but at least not really. But I guess you can put chains on it. Depends on the truck tire, I guess, and where you're driving. I guess they do make more winter-ish tires for semi. Yeah, I guess it depends on where. Depends on where you're at and the climate you're in. Maybe you can actually get more off-road-ish. I guess the off-road transport tires are about the best you can get for winter tires, I would assume. But comment down below if you happen to know that. All you real-life truckers, let me know just for confirmation on that. But I always just generally see that they're basically an all-season. And if truckers want to put chains on them, if they have to in bad conditions, they will. But let me know. I would appreciate that. I'm sure they have more winter tires now, more than ever, given, you know, the importance of logistics networks in different climates and so on. But surprisingly, even as a Canadian, I've always just heard that, you know, they really don't have winter tires, and that's why basically every winter storm, a bunch of trucks end up in ditches, unfortunately. But once again, comment down below, all you real-life truckers. Clarify that. I always want to know that. We somehow discovered the post office, even though it is off to our left. I guess just driving by it, we have discovered it itself. Well, look at that mountain up ahead of us. It is truly beautiful, Winterland, here in ETS2/ATS. It is a really unique way to do this community event, and keep in mind you have to have your profile in ATS or ETS2 respectively connected to the World of Trucks account if you happen to have it. They are completely free to make, and it is by SES Software itself, by the way, so there's no extra third-party stuff. Absolutely fantastic. Wonderful community event. In a way, the way that they've done it is really neat. Obviously, the portals, not overly realistic, let's be honest, but I will appreciate that, at least kind of driving in some winter climate. If we don't have seasons and stuff in, say, ETS2, speaking as we're driving in it now, if we don't have seasons in the games right now, I'll take this. To get some seasons happening, to be able to explore some winter landscape and just something other than bare tarmac, basically, I will 100% take it. Does it come at the expense of a little bit of non-realistic ways to get here? Yes, but is it the end of the world? No. I will not complain to be able to, well, experience these beautiful regions, this beautiful made-up region, that is. I think it looks really good, and it's really unique. It's just honestly unique, and the Winterland event is one that went over really, really well last year, and as far as I know, it's going over quite well this year, given the amount of deliveries that have been completed so far, and the amount of cities that have seen completion rates based off of the map when I was even selecting today's delivery. So the best community ever is doing really well and enjoying this event, that is for sure. So as we approach our delivery here, going up around the mountain resort, I must say once again, huge thank you to everyone for the 2024 year of support. The channel has grown a lot. I mean, an unimaginable amount if you would have asked me at the beginning of 2024. I could have only hoped to even get a fraction of what the channel did. And I try not to get caught up in the numbers, as hard as it may be in the YouTube and social media world. I do this because I truly enjoy playing these games that I put on the channel, and also creating the content for all of you who watch this. And that is my motivation through and through. In the midst of sometimes not being able to really do some of these deliveries, unfortunately, and having to prioritize different things, it is being able to make this content that just makes it all worth it. Sometimes the hard struggle to be able to get things done. But overall, it is absolutely fantastic, because I did not park this straight at all, but that's okay. It is absolutely fantastic to be here in ETS2 once again, and at the end of 2024, looking back. And once again, huge thank you for all the support, and I very much look forward to 2025. Great things coming here for ETS2, great things here coming for ATS and across the channel in general. I have a feeling 2025 is going to be a fantastic year. Once again, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, Happy New Year, and I will see you in the next one.